This is why your English studies are not working. Are you putting in the effort but not seeing results? This can be highly frustrating and depressing. So let's explore common pitfalls in English learning and, most importantly, what to do about them. 1. Lack of consistent practice. Are you studying English sporadically? Consistency is key. Sticking to a regular study schedule can drastically improve your progress. 2. Overemphasis on grammar. While grammar is important, it's easy to hide in grammar, feeling that you're doing a great job learning English. Sorry, but learning English includes speaking, reading, writing, listening, and grammar, and you must practice all of them. 3. Not using authentic materials. Textbooks are great, but real-life English is different. Incorporate movies, songs, and news into your studies to get a good feel for actual English usage. 4. Studying in isolation. Learning English alone can be limiting. Join language exchange groups or forums to practice with others and learn from their experiences. 5. Fear of making mistakes. Many learners are afraid of speaking due to their fear of making mistakes. Remember, making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Embrace them and learn from them. 6. Limited vocabulary. A limited vocabulary is a huge barrier. You must have a vocab learning system in place and make sure you're constantly learning vocabulary. 7. Not tailoring learning to personal interests. If your study material doesn't interest you, it's hard to stay motivated. Choose topics that you are passionate about and find relevant resources. 8. Neglecting listening and speaking skills. Focusing only on reading and writing. Don't forget to practice listening and speaking as they are crucial for real-world interactions. 9. Ineffective study methods. If your current study methods aren't working, it's time to experiment. You could try things like spaced repetition, active recall, or the Pomodoro technique for better retention. 10. Lack of real-world application. Learning English, but just not using it in practical settings. Challenge yourself to engage in English during daily routines, like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions while traveling. 11. No clear goals or direction. Don't just sit down and do English. Have a clear structure in place for the next 2 weeks, months, etc. Decide what you're going to learn and practice and stick to your plan. Don't go off-piste. Stick to what you're supposed to be learning. 12. Translating in your head. Constantly translating in your native language to English has its limits. You'll miss entire concepts in English that don't have direct equivalents in your language. Think about the way that people speak. For example, the use of question tags, the frequent use of so, or common connectors like anyway and well. These things will be missed entirely, and you won't progress if you rely entirely on translation. By addressing these common issues, you can revitalize your English learning progress and get better results. It's about finding what works for you and staying consistent. What problems have you overcome? Write to me in the comments and see you next time.